In the last session, we understood very clearly what is DevOps. We understood very clearly in the last session. Today, we are focused on what is AWS. Okay, by end of the session, we can conclude what is difference between DevOps and AWS. What is the relation between these two? Okay, this is exactly our agenda for today. In tomorrow onwards, we're gonna be start our regular classes. Practical things will be started from tomorrow. So practical classes will be start from our regular classes start from tomorrow. Okay, fine. So we are gonna be starts with what? DevOps. Again, let us repeat one more time. Some new students are there here. That's what let them get benefit. So within 5 minutes, okay, what is DevOps? We'll understand. Just to worry what exactly the last class. Let us repeat one more time for within 5 minutes, just to worry. Then we will move forward to understand what is AWS for today. That is exactly our agenda for today. Fine. So let us start with what? DevOps. Yeah, as we discussed in the last session, I have asked you 3 questions. What those guys, please tell me? What exactly we have discussed 3 questions. What are the first question which I asked, please? What is an exactly application? That is the first question. Second question, what is server? Third question, tell me what is an application? Anybody? Yeah, the working software. The working software which is written any programming like Java, .NET, Python, we call as an application. Okay, that application we're gonna be placed on server side. We're gonna be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. Repeat one more time for our satisfaction. So the working software which is written any programming language like Java, .NET, Python, we call as an application. That application we're going to be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. But what about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development lifecycle. In software development lifecycle, we have several stages, several phases like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. We have several stages and several phases. By using these all the stages, we can able to produce a software for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. Repeat. By using this SDLC process, we can produce a software for doing a business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon or Flipkart, whatever may be. But if you want to build a Flipkart kind of application, a Redbus kind of application, Book My kind of application, how exactly what are the first step, please? Analysis means what? Gathering information from the client, how exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, what is the business model, what exactly the client requirement, each and everything will be gathered based on gathering information. So our architects will be design. Design is nothing but a plan. According to the plan, our developers will write the lines of code by using Java, .NET, any programming language, which we are calling as a software. Whether the software is working condition or not, our testers will be verified the functionality, whether login page working, functional, registration working, payment gateway working, and records are loading properly or not, database working properly or not. So our testers will be verified properly. Once if it is verified, so we're going to be, as a DevOps engineer, we're going to be placed on hundreds of servers, what we're calling deployment. What is a deployment? Placing our website on hundreds of servers, we are calling as what? Deployment. Don't forget the statement. Once if it is placed, your websites on hundreds of servers, we can access our internet as a website. But whether it is working or not, we're gonna be monitor and maintenance. This entire process, which we are calling as what? Our DevOps, our SDLC process, software development lifecycle. Whether you are a software engineer or not, directly or indirectly, we are part of this SDLC process. Maybe you are a developer. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, can verify the functionality. But if you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly, guys, please? If you are a DevOps engineer, what exactly, guys, please? So what is the DEV? DEV is in the sense of what? Software development. OPS is nothing but what? Operation. The combination of software development plus operation, we are called as what? DevOps. That means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitor. These are all places we are part. But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test case. Just we are going to be implementing an automated DevOps process. An automated process. Please tell me, is DevOps is a technology like Java, .NET, Python? No. DevOps is not a technology. We can't be expect like Java, no, .NET. No, it is not like that. It is not a technology. It is a process. Method of principles, which we are going to be implementing in our process. Got it very clearly. DevOps is a process. It is not a technology. DevOps is a process. It is not a technology. But while implementing this process, while implementing this DevOps process from dev environment to operations, usually what will happen? The developers are keep on writing lines of code. These lines of code, we have to making working software, and delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with a high quality, with low cost is nothing but what are DevOps transparent pipe. Making working software, delivering working software into the production environment within a shortest time, with a high quality, with low cost is nothing but what are DevOps process. But if you are as a DevOps engineer, if you are already stepping into the company, what is exactly your roles and responsibilities? Your roles and responsibilities are going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. What is an exactly complex pipeline? What is an exactly transparent pipeline? Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. So why we are calling SDLC is a complex? Because if it is a manual process. From analysis to design, design to implementation, implementation testing, testing to deploy to maintenance. It is a manual process. Due to this manual process, if you got an issue, any problem in the middle of the process, for identification, it will take long time. For resolving issues, it will take long. If it is take long time, definitely cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. But what we are expecting? We are expecting an automated process. An automated process. While implementing this an automated, a transparent way. If it is everything is transparent, everything is an automatic, even though if you got an issue, easily we can able to identify, easily we can able to resolve, and we can able to deliver a project as soon as possible. If we can able to deliver as soon as possible, that means the cost will be decreased, the quality will be increased. Is this we're expecting or not? Tell me, cost is reducing, the quality is increasing. Definitely, who don't want this? Definitely, everybody wants this. Every company wants this. Got it. But actual DevOps process in this way, in this process. Which are all the components, which are all the stages we have here? Planning, coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. In this our DevOps process, Our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operations. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, and operation. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. While implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, whatever the writing lines of code, making working software, we're going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with the high quality, with low cost is nothing but what our DevOps process, that is which we are understanding and yesterday for today also. But how exactly we can able to implement this DevOps process? We have to use some tool stack. Which are all the tool stack we're going to be using? Git we are going to be using. Maven we are going to be using. Jenkins we are going to be using. JFrog we're going to be using. SonarQube and Ansible, Chef, Amazon, Microsoft, Amazon, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Negios, Elk, and Terraform. Repeat one more time. We're going to be using Git is a version control. Maven is a build tool. Jenkins is an automation tool. JFrog is an Artifactory. SonarQube as a code analyzer. And Ansible is a configuration management. Chef as a configuration management. AWS as a cloud services. And Docker is a container technology. Kubernetes is a container technology. Vagrant is a virtualization. Negios is a system monitoring. Elk, Elastic Logstack Kibana is an application monitoring. Terraform is a infrastructure automation on cloud, any cloud, either AWS or Azure, Google. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of these are all the tools, we are going to be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent pipeline. But while implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline, we required an infrastructure. Tell me, what is infrastructure? Okay. Please, before that, please let me know what is an application. What is an exactly application? Simply to remember, we calling as what? Website. The working software, which is written any programming language, we calling as what? Application. That application, if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website. Okay. But simply to remember, we calling as what? Website. Don't forget, application is equal to website until completing of this course. Application is equal to website. Don't forget until completing of this course. Fine. The question is, for maintaining this website, what kind of infrastructure is required? That is the question I'm asking. Okay, so to conduct this DevOps class, what kind of infrastructure we require? Laptop, internet connection, TV, chairs, table, fans, lights. Am I right? These are all infrastructure is required to conduct this DevOps class or not? The same way, my question is very clearly, for deploying our applications, to maintain our websites, what kind of infrastructure is required? Majorly, servers are required. Networks are required. Then storage is required. Database is required. And extra. And so many. These are all infrastructure is required. for deploying. While deploying our applications, with an automated way, with a DevOps, an automated process, while deploying our application, what kind of infrastructure is required? It is zero. But my question is, how many ways we can able to get? How many ways to get infra? Three ways which we can able to get it, either from physical environment, or from virtual environment, or from cloud. Either from physically, like your laptop, like your mobile. Virtual environment, yeah, we can able to create virtual machines also in your laptop. But we can able to get a servers from cloud. We can able to get a servers from cloud. But question is, answer is, server is same. Server is same, whether you go for virtual machines, whether you go for physical server, whether you go for cloud is same, but way of getting is different. For example, 1,000 years back, we are using water, am I right? But nowadays, how I'm using? With plastic water bottle. No, those days, golden saucers. Understood very clearly. Water is same, but way of getting is different. You want to get a car. How are you using car right now? Nowadays? Book a walla cap and get it and you can use it. But those days, you need to buy it. We need to maintain. And it is back, maybe 40 years back. Got it very clearly? So, the same way, server is same. Server is same, but way of getting is different. How many ways we can able to get a server? How many ways we can able to get a server? In a physical environment, virtual environment, or from cloud. To specifically, what is a cloud? What is a cloud? What is a cloud? What is a cloud computing? To specifically, please listen very carefully. If we can able to access the remote place resources over internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. That's it. What is the cloud computing? Oh, don't worry. Let us understand. First, what is a data center? What is an exactly data center? They use computing power. If we can place in a big room, in a rack wise, we calling as what? Data centers. What is a data center? They use computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room. We calling as a data center. These data centers are available in different regions, different places, different regions. Like in US, we have, like in Singapore, in South Africa, we have, in Hyderabad also Amazon data centers. In Mumbai also we have. In globally, the AWS people is an expand as a region wide. In each and every region, we have a data center. So from these data centers, if we can access resources like servers, network, storage, our internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Don't worry. I'll explain one more time. Yeah. So what is an exactly cloud computing as, please? So the data centers are remote placed resources, such as what exactly? Server, network, storage, databases. If we can access over a internet in virtual form from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Is nothing but what? Cloud computing. So any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying any server. We are not buying any server. We are going to be getting a rental based infrastructure only, rental servers only. Based on usage, we are going to be paying rent. Based on usage, we're going to be pay rent. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure. Getting server, use it and pay it and throw it. Understood very clearly? Any cloud, either Azure, AWS, Google, any cloud is a rental based infrastructure only. We can able to get a servers, we can able to get a infrastructure, repeat. So whatever infrastructure required for deploying our application, we can able to get it from cloud, and based on usage, we are going to be pay rent only. We are not buying anything. Okay, I'll give an example to understand this point one more time. For example, I want to go to railway station and Secondary railway station by car. By car. But how many ways we can able to get a car? Two ways. One is buying a new car. Another is what? Rental car. Which is better for you? Just for reaching a railway station, you're going to be buying a showroom. Get it a car from showroom, am I right? Wasting of time and money, am I right? Just to open a mobile and book a wala cab, within 10 minutes, the car is available. Getting into the car, reach a railway station, whatever tariff, 500 rupees paid. And no need to worry about what is the car maintenance, everything, driver, license, pollution check, not required for you. Don't worry about it. Am I right? The same way, so just for deploying a Flipkart kind of application, okay, what kind of infrastructure we require, we can get it from cloud and use it based on usage. We're going to be fair. That's it. That is what exactly the cloud. That is what exactly cloud. That is what exactly cloud. But clouds are two models. Clouds are two models. Any cloud. Two models. One is deployment model, another is what? Service model. Clouds are dividing into the two parts. One is what? Deployment model, another is what? Service model. Let us talk about deployment model. Deploy means what? What is the deployment? Deploy. Please. Placing our websites on servers. Placing our websites on servers. Repeat again. May forget. Okay. Placing our websites on servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Okay. But deployment models are again here 4 types. Placing our websites on public servers. Public infrastructure. Your application, your website, my application are gonna be on a same server, on a same RAM, same resources. So which are all infrastructure, which are all servers, which are all infrastructure shareable with multiple websites. It's nothing but what? Public means what? Deployment gonna be public service. Private means what? Tomorrow I'm going to be start a financial business. Definitely I want to place my websites on a dedicated server, which can't be shared by anybody. That's what private. Maybe in future, maybe in communities like, ISRO, NASA, DRDO. So community people, they want to getting into the cloud. These people comes under community. So private, community, both are same. But compared to private, community is more secure. Okay. That combination of public plus the combination of public servers, private servers. The combination of both we calling as what? Hybrid. Maybe sometime maybe my database, maybe go for any banking like Axis Bank, SBI. So database servers I want to keep in my office, but application server and cloud. The combination of private and public we calling as what? Hybrid, which we are going to be an experience. These are all, don't worry. Got it? So deployment model under four categories. One is what? Public, private, community, hybrid. But if you talk about service model, again, 3 models, 3 types. One is SaaS, another is what? PaaS, another, or third one is what? IaaS. Software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. Totally, we have 3 service models. I'll repeat one more time. So any cloud is offering 2 models. One is deployment model, another is what? Service model. In deployment model, 3 categories: public, private, community, hybrid. In service model, 3. What is the first one? SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. Let us understand what these are all and how exactly we are going to be using in coming days. So let us go for internet diagram, AWS service models. Okay, fine. Let us try to understand this. Let us try to understand this. Let us try to understand this. So totally how many guys, please tell me? Software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure. This is your own package. Okay. Listen very carefully. So what exactly blue color? What is in exactly the blue color? That is managed by the cloud, not by you. What exactly the orange color? That is managed by you. Okay. For our understanding, if you want to access any website over internet, if you want to do business in internet, if you want to do business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, definitely we have to require, these are all the layers, these are all the components: network, storage, servers, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, application. Everything is required. Then only we can able to do business in internet, or else we can't be. Clear? But cloud, what say? Please come to me. Have a service called SaaS, software as a service. Choose what software you want. Drag and drop. Then submit. That's it. Everything is responsible of the cloud. Software is ready. Data is ready. Runtime is ready. Operating system ready. Servers are ready. Storage is ready. Everything is ready. Just if you gonna be parent. We're not worried. We can easily doing a business. That kind of services, like MS Office kind of services, like a SAP kind of things, like a Jenkins also. Some services are offering by cloud. Or else one more option we have, platform. What kind of platform? Java as a platform, .NET as a platform, Python as a platform. For example, let's say Java. Maybe I have my own dev team. I have a database team also. But these with application data is responsible by me. I want to develop my own. I want to customize. I want to develop according to my business. Got it very clearly? Once if it is developed, which are all infrastructure required, runtime, middleware, operating system, virtualization, servers, storage depending on the cloud. But the software and database, we are responsible. My people, my developer, my DB administrator responsible. Rest everything goes to the cloud. But if you go for infrastructure as a cloud, yeah, we are developing our own application, data we are own application, runtime, which Java version I want to install, I will be decided. Middleware and which operating system, whether you want to go for Windows operating system, whether you want to go for Linux operating system, I can decide. But rest everything is responsible with the cloud. Sir, I don't want to go to the cloud. I'm against the cloud. We go for your own data center. It is very difficult, Instead of booking a Ola cab, you're going to be buying a new car just for reaching a railway station. That is what exactly this. Okay. Understood? It's very clear, all of you, please. So, cloud is offering two models. One is deployment model, another is what? Service model. Deployment model 4, public, private, community, hybrid. Service models are 3, SaaS, PaaS, IaaS. But which cloud we're going to be learning? Which are all the leading cloud providers are available? Azure, Google, AWS. But we are going to be learning AWS. Amazon Web Services, we are going to be learning. AWS, we are going to be learning. AWS, Amazon Web Service, is a cloud service provider. Cloud service provider. It is offering various services, which are all discussed. What is it? Deployment services. So deployment models and services. And we discussed these are all things which we can able to get it by Amazon Web Services. In Amazon Web Services, totally, we are categorizing 4 models. We are to discuss, to complete, to explore about more about AWS. Okay, we're dividing into the 4 models. Which are all the models, guys? Please tell me. VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, and S3 model. VPC is equal to network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but what? Storage. Repeat. Please help me. What is EC2? Servers. What is VPC? What is S3? What is RDS? So for deploying our website, what kind of infrastructure we require? Can able to get it from cloud or not? Tell me. Yes or no? Repeat. The statement is very clear. For deploying our application, what kind of infrastructure required? Can able to get it from AWS cloud or not? Yes. But we should understand what is the VPC, what is EC2, what is RDS, what is S3. Let us describe, at least let us understand the overview of this. VPC is equal to VPC is equal to VPC is equal to network. Do you know very well? So do you have experience already in network, am I right? Without network, there is no meeting. This classroom, there is no class. Without network, without internet, how exactly we can conduct this? No. Okay. Even your office also, you can able to see physical network. Am I right? If you go for any network, and our internet cables also be like this also. Okay. So if you see any office network, it is a private network. It is an isolated network, which you can't be an access outside world. Any office network is an isolated network. It is a private network. So my point is very clearly. So a office kind of network, a office kind of network, a office kind of private network, if we can access our internet in a virtual form, is nothing but what? VPC. I'll repeat. A virtual private network, if we can access our internet from a remote place, is nothing but what? VPC. In VPC, anybody can able to get it. You and me, anybody can able to getting into the AWS account. Once if it is getting into the AWS account, we can able to create our private section. This is your private section. This is my private section. This is my friend's private section. On top of, we can able to create a server also. And the servers we can able to access ourselves, not by anybody. Clear? Example, you have a Gmail, am I right? Am I right? Are you logged in or not? Yes or no? That means you're reading my emails. You can able to read my emails, am I right? No. I can able to read your emails? No. The same way, everybody can able to getting into the AWS. That means that you can't able to access my resources. It is a completely secure. Example, we have a tower, an office, high-tech city. So tower, building, big building, 7-10 floors building. Got it very clearly. You can access your office, but not for other floors. You can getting into your office and you can whatever computer you can access in your network. That means go for other floor, try to access, try to getting into that is really possible. No, am I right? The same concept here also. It's a building. AWS is a big building, and each and every company goes to the particular floor. They can able to create their own network. They can able to do their own infrastructure. Got it? It is a completely secure. Don't worry about it. Security. Understood very clearly. Once if it is established network, on top of we can able to create a server. Server is nothing but EC2, am I right? What is EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. By helping of EC2. So the computing means what? RAM, CPU, disk. We can able to access our internet if flexible. Elastic means what? Flexible, am I right? Elastic bands, you know. A flexible kind of computing power if we can access our internet is nothing but what? EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a server. Server is just like your laptop, which are all the components available in your laptop. Same components we are going to be using in our server, like RAM, CPU, motherboard. Okay, to understand this. So, for example, I want to deploy a Netflix kind of application. Okay, how exactly, guys, please, what are the first steps? We need to create a network in AWS. On top of we create a server. On top of the server, we're placing our Netflix software. That software application, working software is an application we place it. Once if it is placing, we can access our internet like this. How we are accessing our internet is Netflix, same way. Got it very clearly? But question is, what are the customer information? Login information? Subscription information? Where exactly you can able to keep on database? Or DS, relational database services, like Oracle, like MySQL, we can able to get it by helping of RDS. But so network we created, server we created, database we created, and we maintaining. Question is, why we are using Netflix? Just for logging, browsing movies, web series, watching videos. If it is a Blu-ray printed movie, how much size minimum? 3 GB, 6 GB, sometime. Can able to inserting that larger files into the database? No. That's what we can able to handle. So the data by using S3, simple storage service. It is an external storage. It is like an external hard disk. It is like a pen drive. It is like your drive, Google Drive. How we are using this Google Drive. So the same way we can handle a S3 bucket, simple storage service. The best example is this PPT is presenting from Google Drive, docs.google.com. The best example for S3 bucket itself is the PPT presentation. We can upload, we can download any kind of file, either video or audio, text, doc, PDF, any file over internet into the S3 bucket. The first cloud service is what? S3 bucket, 2002. Then only Google. So up to 2015, Google also using internal S3 bucket up to 2015. Okay, fine. So whatever infrastructure we require, for deploying our applications, for maintaining our websites, we can able to get it from cloud. Got it very clearly what is in AWS? What we going to be spending, what we going to be learning. I hope you people are understand what is in AWS. What is the relation between these two? So we can deploy Netflix kind of application on AWS infrastructure. While placing our websites, I'll repeat, while placing our websites on AWS infrastructure, we required an automated process. That automated process, which we are going to be implementing by helping of DevOps. Got it? Which we are going to be implementing DevOps process. DevOps is an automated process. By helping of DevOps, we can able to deploy our application on AWS infrastructure or Azure infrastructure or Google infrastructure or without cloud also we can. Got it very clearly. That's what DevOps with AWS. So we're going to be learning complete DevOps, complete AWS. That's what we're going to be spending 4.5 months. Only DevOps, 2.5 months enough. Understood very clearly. Okay. Fine. So that is what exactly the class for today. Just to understand from new students who are all joined for today, overview. Course overview. What exactly this course? Totally it is we're going to be spending to completing what we discussed, to completing total process we have to implement. 4.5 months we're going to be spending. So in this 4.5 months, so so complete DevOps, complete AWS will be 4.5 months. If you want to join in this course, Linux basics will be required. Shell script also required. Linux basics and shell script required. If you don't have, don't worry, I will cover it. Okay, if you don't know, no programming, Java.NET is not required. If you have a laptop, if you can understand my English, enough to join in this course. You require a laptop with this minimum configuration for daily practice. So freshers can join in this course, experienced students can join in this course, any graduate can also join. Which are all the benefits, guys, please? Daily class recordings. After the payment, you will receive via Google. From date of registration, you're going to be accessing up to 11 months. Resume preparation, entry question and answers, 4 live real-time projects, and 80% of soft materials I'm going to be sharing. Our course starts with very basic level, finish with what? Advanced. And each and every class is a practically implemented, not like this PPT presentation. So theoretically, we understand, diagrammatically, the concept, the whatever we're going to be discussing, diagrammatically, theoretically, the point wise we're going to be discussing. Once if it is understand the same day itself, I'll implement practically. That will be recorded. I will send you an assignment. You have to do practice in your lab. So before joining in this course, you need to commit 3 hours. 1 hour for class, 2 hours for practice. Okay, 3 hours you need to spend per day. And daily 1 hour class, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It is a fixed. The classes are Monday to Saturday. Sunday is a complete holiday. So you're going to be paying 12,000 rupees for complete DevOps, complete AWS for daily recordings. What I'm going to be covered? What I'm going to be covered? You can able to double click on this link. If you copy paste, you can find document list. In document list, DevOps content, AWS content, you can able to come. I'm going to be share this information in the chat box. In the chat box, guys, please. Okay. This is our admin number. Further payments, registrations, recordings, meeting links. Throughout this course, you can WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp. I'll repeat. You can WhatsApp, then call. So tomorrow onwards, we're gonna be start our regular classes. Practical things will be started from tomorrow. Okay, how we getting into the cloud, how to create a service. We'll discuss by tomorrow. Okay. So yesterday we discussed about DevOps. Today, AWS. So what is the difference? If you are interested, please do the registration and we'll be continued by tomorrow. If you're interested, please do the payment and we'll continue by tomorrow with a new meeting link. Okay. So that is what exactly. Offline students take one picture. Who didn't take it? Got it very clearly? Yeah. Any questions, please, online students? Any questions, please? Any questions, please, online students? Offline students? Projects. Yeah. So, for example, let's say totally we're dividing into the DevOps is a 4 modules. Sir. 4 modules. Let's say one of the module name called Ansible or Docker and Kubernetes. Maybe Ansible. Ansible itself we discuss one example. So from scratch, to understand each and every function means what? Everyday practical things. We're going to be writing a playbooks until 3 weeks. After completion of Ansible, then we'll do one project by end of the month. Like, for example, let's say Docker and Kubernetes, 1 month. Will take 1 month. Okay, completely from scratch, understand each and every functionality, everyday practicals. By end, we'll do one project. What is the DevOps? What is the DevOps? Placing our websites on hundreds of servers with an automated process that we are going to be to practical. Okay, how we can handle the process with Ansible, with the Docker and Kubernetes, with the CI/CD, with the cloud AWS. That is what exactly projects we can. Okay, fine. So, for example, you are a movie director. Okay, can't be actor, am I right? The project means what? Movie. Got it. In that role, what is the role? Your role is playing only director role. It's a DevOps engineer. Actor like a developer. Tester like a editor. Understood? In that project, what your role? What is the roles and responsibility? Fine. Any questions, please? I can. Don't worry. I will address all the questions. Fine. Any questions, please, online students? Fine. We'll continue. We'll continue by tomorrow, guys, please, all of. Thanks, Zillow. Thanks, buddies.